Hello, what's up, and welcome to another video. My name is Maisie if you're new here. So I wanted to do my monthly favourites, but I also wanted to add in a couple other bits. So I'm gonna make this my monthly wrap-up video, and I might do this like every couple months instead of just a monthly favourite. So I'll show you any new plants that I got, any plants that I don't like or have just been like disappointing me. And I'll just show you a couple of the plants that have just done the most, some cool updates, and of course my favourites. So yeah, I hope that you will enjoy. I'm going to start by showing you some of my favourites. I think I've got about 7 plants today that I've just been really loving, and they've been doing really well. So I'm really excited to show you. I've obviously talked about these plants many times, but yeah, I'm just really loving these plants. So actually the first one is right here. And of course, it's my El Choco Red, my Ruby Juvenile. I've talked about this plant literally, let me just back up a second. I've literally talked about this plant so much, but oh my word, look how huge she is. Yeah, I cannot believe that, I don't know, that I grew this plant. Oh my gosh, those caterpillars, it's a really strong smell. Have you ever smelled a caterpillar? I just sometimes I look at this plant and I can't believe that she is, I don't know, she's just thriving and just doing so well and giving me these beautiful massive leaves because if you didn't know, I got this from Equigenera last year. I've had her for about a year now, which is, oh my gosh, crazy. And in that unboxing, this was the plant that I for sure thought is going to just turn up dead or it's going to die, because this particular plant is not very good with adjusting to the temperature. You know, it's just doesn't do well with acclimation. So I was really worried, but she honestly did the best out of all the plants. And I just can't believe she's still here and giving me beautiful leaves, and just, yeah, she's just one of my favorite plants. And even though I neglect her so much, she's been in this pot literally over a year, and she definitely could do with going on a pole. I just keep putting it off. But yeah, this is obviously my favorite leaf because just how absolutely it just came in perfect. I mean, until I damaged it very slightly just here, and obviously it does need a wash. You can just see some residue on there, but yeah, I just wish you could see how beautiful this is. It just doesn't show. I wish the light was out today, but it's very cloudy, so it's not giving this plant justice. But look at the back on this leaf. Is that not the coolest thing? And she's just still so red. As they mature, they do lose that redness, which is quite sad. But this is her newest leaf, still very fresh. Hopefully it will expand a little bit more. If I can just get a little bit bigger leaf, that would be so good. Yeah, like I said, I really do need to get this on a pole and repotted. She will just do so much better. But oh my gosh, is that mold? Why is there mold on top? I just been really noticing this plant, and she has just been bringing me a lot of joy, basically. She always does, but I don't know, just especially lately, especially with that new leaf, I've just been really excited. Actually, I don't want to touch this leaf too much because I want this leaf to be as perfect as it can be. So I'm going to put it down, but yeah, it's my first favourite of the month, my beautiful El Choco Red. Let us move on to the next plant. Oh, I've always... Okay. Oh my gosh. I just spilled water all over the floor. The next plant is... Okay, just ignore that. I need to cut that off. Is my Philodendron Majestic. Literally, don't know how to show you. She's facing in every single direction. Look at this leaf. Oh my gosh. Isn't this just... Oh my goodness. I love this plant so much, especially when it gives me a new leaf. She is a little bit of a slow grower. By the way, did I say this is a Philodendron Majestic? This is a Philodendron Majestic, a hybrid of the Verrucosum and the Sodori. I have the Verrucosum. Well, you could say I have the Verrucosum. She has about one good leaf, literally like that big. She is a little bit of a slow grower. She does take a little time giving me the leaves, but when she does, I just get so excited every time, and I just can't wait to watch her grow. I don't know why she's facing like this. I just want her to face. She's not. This is how she's supposed to be facing, and the heck? Yeah, she definitely just needs like a light in front of her because she has the light above her. So maybe that is why. I don't know. I need to figure this out because this is not the look. So yeah, she is growing into the moss pole. You're not really going to be able to see, but oh, look at that pink juicy root. It is actually so satisfying. I just love watching the leaves root in. So yeah, she's doing really well. Oh my god, she's actually almost at the top of the moss pole, which means I can extend this soon, which is so exciting. I'm just really excited to start growing this plant again. She has already actually been on her second pole. She had quite a few more leaves in this. I chopped her all up and she was just down to one leaf because of trades. So yeah, I'm not going to be chopping her or touching her for a while because I just want to focus on growing her. And I mean, I love how bushy these, like, they're so clustered. I mean, I'm not sure if I actually like that. I do and I don't. She is just one of my top favorites in my collection. I just love talking about her. She is just so easy as well, and there's so many things to love about her. I just love that silver. It's like a camouflage kind of look with the silver and the green, and I love the color of the green. And when the new leaves come in, they're just so like peach colored and pink, and the backs as well. It's got that the backs from the very cosum, so it's just got everything to love. And yeah, I love this plant and always will. I just get especially excited when she gives me the new leaves, and I just always want to share that. So this was the last leaf, and I literally can't believe the size. I mean, no, it's not huge, but it was the first leaf after being chopped, and I think that was a pretty good size. It's even bigger than the leaf before that, just very slightly. So who knows? I don't think this leaf is going to be much bigger because it's quite small as it is, but it might expand a little bit, might get to the same size, maybe slightly bigger. Who knows? We'll see. I need to seriously chop this leaf off though because it's ruining, but just ignore that. There you go. Yeah, maybe I do need to chop her because she's going to be very kind of bold here, and I'm not going to love that. I don't know, maybe I could take a top cut in and plant her back in just to fill out the bottom a little bit. I might do that eventually. Maybe not yet though. Anyway, there is her. My beautiful Majestic. I'm just loving her. Okay, the next one, which I actually talked about in my last video, so I'm not going to talk about this plant too much, but she just had to be in this video. And still, I'm so excited to talk about her, even though I just talked about her last week. This is my Anthurium pallidiflorum. And she was featured in my last video because I got this from Ecuagenera about just over a month ago, well, 2 months ago, I think. And she has just done the most. I cannot believe how well she has done. She actually might be one of my most easiest plants that I've ever had, maybe in the top 3, to be honest, because straight away she gave me this perfect leaf. Like, it is absolutely perfect. It's a beautiful size. There's nothing wrong with it. The pictures just don't do it justice when you Google it. It just doesn't look all that. But in real life, it's just so much more than that. And it's the velvetyness, and she just looks so petite. And I don't know, there's just everything. She's got that sheen, and she just sizes up so well as well. She's just crazy looking, and maybe that's why I love her. And also the reason that I wanted to show her is just because of these roots. Oh, you're not going to be able to see because of the reflection. Okay. She has, I mean, immediately when I potted her up, the roots just started going absolutely crazy all throughout the pot. And like on top, she is literally going to have to be potted up, repotted again, which is absolutely crazy. She has got a new leaf starting on one just here. So that's going to be exciting. I cannot wait to see the size now that she's like settled. And yeah, like I said, I will be moving her out of the cabinet soon, hopefully. I don't think she really needs to be in a cabinet, but I just wanted to kind of settle her in and acclimate her a little bit better. So maybe in a couple months when she grows a little bit, I will move her out of the cabinet, which will be very exciting. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this plant. I've talked about her, like I said, quite a bit in the last one, but I had to show her. She has just been one of my absolute favorites, and I just always look at her and I just literally love her so much. Sun has got to set on. No, the sun has gone back in. The next one I haven't really talked about much, and that is surprising because she has just shot up to one of my top favorites. I know I've been saying that about the last like 4 months. But yeah, this one, and look at this one. Oh my goodness. She might not look like much because the leaves are so small, and there's just that little dabbing of silver. But I don't think it's about the leaf size or even what the leaves look like, because they don't look like much unless you get kind of right up close to them. I mean, this leaf is just beautiful. Love this leaf. One of the original leaves. It is so big. Can't wait to get it to this size. Oh, this is my Monstera dubia. My head is just all over the place. This is my Monstera dubia, and I got this probably, I don't know, 6 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that. Maybe coming up for 5 months. And I just really enjoyed watching this one grow, and she's just been one of the most satisfying to watch. She's just shingling up this moss pole. I really don't even have to do anything. I haven't watered her in months because I've just been keeping on top of the moss pole, and she hasn't needed to be watered. And yeah, I'm not sure if she's well rooted in there. I know she's got a couple little roots, but a couple of times I've accidentally unattached her. This newest leaf is actually like a tiny, it's growing, like the size, there's a size difference, and I just, yeah, she is taking a little bit of time to, you know, to size up, but she started out with this tiny little thing, so I think hello, I am back. It's been a couple hours. Literally no idea where I was. I think I was talking about my Monstera dubia. I'm not entirely sure where I was up to, but this plant, yeah, just been really loving her. Okay, moving on. Okay, this next one is actually a Hoya, and I haven't talked about this one for quite some time. And that is my Hoya pubicalyx, Super Silver or Super Splash. This plant, oh my goodness, has literally just taken off in the last couple months. I don't even know. She has just, like, new leaves everywhere, as you can see. All these new light green leaves here. And the variegation is just, like, spot on. Okay, I'll show you the best leaves. Here is some of my favourite leaves. I mean, this variegation is just absolutely stunning. It's just absolutely beautiful. There's that leaf, which is the new leaf. This one is pretty new. It gives me Wilbur vibe. It just gives me Wilbur Graves vibes. Yeah, like the variegation is very similar to Wilbur Graves, and Wilbur Graves is like one of my top wishlist plants. I'd absolutely love to have one of those one day. So this is like, the variegation is very close, so this is as close as I can get to it for now. But yeah, this plant has just like taken off. I think it's going to do really well this summer. I've got a good feeling about this plant. So maybe, can you imagine if I get this plant to bloom? I don't even know what the blooms look like on this Hoya. I've had 2 of my Hoyas bloom for me, and yeah, I should actually Google what this looks like, because now I'm really curious. Yeah, that would be so exciting if I could get this to bloom. That would be so exciting. Oh my goodness, look at that root. Yeah, this actually could do with repotting. It's not desperate, I don't think. Actually, no. I can see a couple roots, but it has been in this pot actually quite a while, but I don't think it's desperate, but it probably could do with an outpot. Not yet, but probably soon. I don't think there's any other new leaves I can see. Oh, I can see a tiny one just there. I just love watching Hoyas grow. They just literally start off the tiniest of leaves, and it's just amazing how they can grow to be like this size. And I'm getting really good sized leaves as well. Like, this is actually a really good big size leaf. I just can't believe it, like how big these leaves are. This plant has just come so far. I don't even remember when I got this. I think I just got this as like a 2-leaf little cutting, probably a couple years ago. It's been a slow grow for me, not gonna lie. It's yeah, she did go through a little phase where she was just like growing constantly, and then I don't know, she just kind of slowed down after that, and she didn't give me many leaves, and now all of a sudden she's just literally, I don't know where she's going, but she is taken off. I'm just excited to keep watching her grow, and she's just loving life on the window at the minute. So yeah, I think this year is going to be her year. Okay, it's another philodendron next, and you might be surprised because I literally never talk about this plant. I haven't talked about this plant honestly for it's been a very long time since she's had a little moment to herself. I've had her for honestly like 3 years, maybe. I want to say like 3-4 years, and she hasn't really done a lot for me. Okay, first of all, I'll show her. So this is my Philodendron squamiferum. So yeah, she's not too big for having been in my care for like 3 years or more. But this is her newest leaf, and I'm just really surprised with this plant because she's actually giving. I mean, this leaf, I don't even know what this looks like. I'm actually a little bit nervous in case she has pests or anything, because I don't know, this leaf is a little bit suspect. I don't know, it's not really picking up on camera, but yeah, she's actually given me that squamiferum shape, which she's just starting to give me after like 3 years. So this was the last leaf, and you can really she just started to give me that. Oh, and this was the leaf before, which was when it's just amazing how it slowly develops. The same with the Florida Ghost. You can just slowly see how the shape slowly develops after time with the leaves. I just think that's really, really cool. And also, I've been obsessed with the stems. This is by far the fuzziest, most coolest stem. I'm just obsessed with it. I love like this one. Like, they are just extremely red. They're so red. I didn't know they would get this red. I'm just really enjoying this plant, and yes, it really needs a makeover. A repot. I mean, yeah, I could do with a makeover because she needs like a pot. She needs a pole and everything, so she does kind of need a makeover. Yeah, but there's a couple roots sticking out. But yeah, she could definitely do with a repot because she's been in this pot for a couple years now, and now that she's, you know, growing and doing well, I don't want to neglect her. I do want to try and give her good care. So yeah, it might be a surprising one, but this one I've just really been enjoying lately. And I mean, she's not what's the word? What's the word when there's like nothing wrong with them? I think it begins with an E. Immaculate. Immaculate is the word. I just had to Google that. Just lost my brain a second. She's definitely not immaculate. That's just not the word, is it? She's by no means perfect. I mean, honestly, I don't know quite what she looks like, but she's growing and she's giving me these big shaped leaves. And yeah, I'm just gonna let her do her thing. And yes, she needs a lot of work, so she'll be getting that soon, maybe. It might even be tomorrow, as I'm doing a whole plant chores afternoon, hoping to at least. Tomorrow is a Saturday, so might take you with me, film a little plant chores, because there's a lot. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you my squamiferum, as I never talk about her, and I finally get to show something because she's actually doing something. So yes, I've got one more on the favourites list, and again, I talked about her in my last video. Yes, oh my gosh, yes, it is one of my newest plants, the same as when I got my Palidiflorum. This is my Anthurium Regale. Literally so big. Literally so big. Oh my gosh. Just I don't have the words with this plant. I really don't. I didn't have the words when I unboxed this plant. I still don't have the words. Yeah, I just can't believe the size and just the beauty. She is just magnificent. Yeah, I just didn't think I'd love this plant, and I'm just so glad that she's doing well second time around. And yeah, I'm so glad I decided to try with this plant again because she's certainly doing so much better. And yeah, I'm just so excited to watch her grow. She is in she's in a massive pot. She's like a big plant, as you can tell. But she's got a new leaf. Oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how excited I am. I just can't wait to watch this grow. I just have no idea what the size is going to be like. Obviously, this is the first leaf since being shipped, you know, across the world. So I'm not expecting too much, but I do want a pretty decent sized leaf, and I'm hoping I don't want to mess around with this plant too much, but I'm hoping this is going to be a good, healthy leaf. Yeah, I'm just really excited. She has also just been doing crazy things with the roots. As you can see, yeah, all my anthuriums have just like taken off. Like the roots have just been going crazy. She's been loving the moss. You know what I need? I need some pot extenders. I do want to try them because I really see the benefit of them. Because yeah, I'm just keep topping up the moss, and it's just getting like higher and higher, like this whole massive mountain of moss on the top. So I might have to look into those or make my own. But yes, my Regale, just absolutely stunning, and I'm just really loving her. That's all I can say. That is all with the favourites. Now I'll just show you one of my new plants that I got in March. Did you get this plant in March, right? Yes, I think I did. I think I did. I did a little unboxing short. But yeah, I haven't really talked about this plant. I'm kind of dreading showing you because I've been a bad plant mum. Okay, so I unboxed this plant probably like 2-3 weeks ago, and she's still in the packet. Oh my goodness, that is a good root. Oh, she does need watering though. I really should do something with her. First of all, look at that root. I don't really have a good excuse. I just have not been, I don't know, my health has not been too great lately, and I just have not been up to doing any plant chores. I've just been putting off. Oh, lights have come on. Oh, okay, 1 second, let me just, whoa, dude. I haven't really been feeling up to doing any plant chores, to be honest, and I've just been putting off this plant. Okay, first of all, this is my Philodendron Glorious that I unboxed a few weeks ago. She's still absolutely beautiful though. Yeah, she hasn't gone downhill, surprisingly, even though she's been in this packet. I mean, this poor plant, I tell you. I'm not usually like this. I'm really not. I usually keep on top, but I haven't done any plant chores. I've been doing like the bare minimum with my plants, to be honest. So yes, but I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. I'm going to be putting her up and putting her on a pole. So yes, and it's good to see. I'm glad to see that there is healthy roots, and the moss looks like it's just starting to dry up. It's like a little damp, but yeah. I just like try and top her up with water if I can. But yes, this is my new plant. I got this through a trade, and I've been wanting her for like a few months actually. I've been wanting this plant. It's been a little wishless plant. I haven't been desperate for this plant, but it has been a wishless plant for quite a few months actually, and I got this through a trade. It actually took a couple months for us to actually go ahead with the trade. We sorted it out, and then I don't know, it was bad weather, and then she needed to like chop up the plant, so I actually ended up having to wait like 2-3 months to get this plant. But I'm so glad that I have this plant. I can't wait to grow it. I love all the philodendron hybrids, and I just can't wait to explore more of them. I'm just really loving all the hybrids, and the velvet heartleaf kind of classic philodendron. So this is the hybrid between the Melanochrysum and the Gloriosum. I've got both, and yes, it is a little bit similar to the Splendid, which I've also got down there. But yeah, at the same time, it is quite different. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing how this plant does and how much I like her. But yeah, I seriously need to do something with her, which I'm going to do tomorrow. And she has got a new leaf, which of course hasn't done anything. It's just been like that the past few weeks. So yeah, it hasn't really. I don't blame the poor guy, because it literally hasn't been doing anything, so it can't probably push out a leaf because of my bad plant parenting. Literally don't even know what my hair looks like. So sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some of the plants that have just surprised me and have just done really well, either the past few weeks or the past few months. And I probably have shown you most of them in my updates video, but some have kind of just happened since that video, and just wanted to give you a little update, or I just wanted to talk a little bit more about because I'm just so excited about them. So the first one is my second Philodendron Gloriosum. I showed this one in my updates video, but it was just a little growth point at the time. But now she is a opened leaf. She has pretty much opened up. She's still very new. Oh my goodness, I'm so shocked that she's pushed out the leaf. I really thought I was going to lose this plant. I have got 2 Gloriosums. This is just kind of, well, she's obviously the smallest. This is my main one, so she's quite a lot bigger. This was actually, I have 2 because this was actually my first try with a Gloriosum, and she just did not do very well at all. So I ended up having to chop her up, and she was in my prop box for such a long time. So I ended up getting another one because I just didn't think this one was going to survive. But it actually ended up rooting and pushing out a couple leaves. So I potted her up, and then she went downhill again. But yeah, now she's like seeming to be on the right track again. So she's been up and down. It's been a bit of a journey, but I'm glad to see she's finally doing something. So we'll see. I obviously don't need 2 gloriosums. I might pop this one in with that one once she grows a little bit more. Could do that, or I could use this one to trade. Don't know. I'll see. I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna continue to grow her out and see. I'm just kind of enjoying watching this one grow as she's like so small. But yeah, it's just satisfying to watch, and I'm really excited about this one. Yeah. Okay, so this next one I have talked quite a bit about. You guys have kind of come on her journey. I have had this. Oh my gosh, so sorry. I've had this plant probably like 2 months, 3 months. Again, I got her through a trade. She was my biggest wish list plant for literally a couple of years, and I was so excited to finally get her. She was doing pretty well, so I potted her up into soil after she rooted in perlite for a little while. She just went downhill. I think she just rotted in soil. Or did I put her in leca? I might have actually put her in leca. Anyway, either way, she pretty much rotted, and she's been rooting perlite the past month or so, and she hasn't been doing anything. Her one and only leaf was slowly yellowing, and she's just looking a little bit more worse. And I was getting a bit worried because I would be extremely upset if I lost this plant, if anything happened to her. But I actually noticed a few weeks ago she was working on a new leaf, which I did show in my updates video, just so there's a tiny little white tip. Okay, here is the leaf. Oh my goodness, look at this leaf. Look at this leaf. Isn't this perfection? Is this or is this not perfection? Like, oh my goodness. I'm so excited. This appeared out of nowhere. It just opened overnight. It is the Dream Fry deck. Oh, this is my allocation fry deck, in case you don't know. In case you don't know, this is, I don't know, is this my top favourite plant in my collection? Maybe. I don't know, oh my gosh, no way, she's working on another leaf. She's working on another leaf already. Yeah, she might be my top favourite ever. She might be a definite favourite if she was doing a little bit better, if she was a bit bigger and actually potted into soil. I've just had a little bit of trouble with her rotting, and I'm honestly kind of scared to take her off perlite and start her again with that. I don't think she's ready to be taken out yet or anything, so I'm just going to let her probably for another couple more month or so, maybe, just to see. But I just could not wait to show you this leaf because, oh my goodness, I didn't know what to expect with the next variegation. But Hoya, the variegation has just, it's exceeded what I've ever hoped for with this plant, and it's literally the dream fry deck. I just can't wait. Can you imagine this plant in a bigger form? In fact, this leaf is actually even slightly bigger than the previous leaf. I did end up chopping off one of the original leaves because it was yellowing. I didn't want it putting its energy into that. So yeah, I mean, maybe it is growing, maybe it's doing really well. I'm dying to see the roots, you know. It doesn't really give when I pull, so maybe I can't see any roots, but maybe I'm hoping that she's well rooted and she's just gonna continue to go up from here. But yeah, I just can't stop showing her. Oh my goodness, I just love her so much, and I still can't believe I got this plant through a trade. The lady I swapped with, she was just so kind. I just can't believe the plant that I swapped for this plant, because I can't remember which plant I swapped for now. It was only like a little cutting, but that's the one that she wanted, and I was like, for this? Yes, please. Are you being serious? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about her because yeah, she's my little baby and I absolutely love her. My excitement, I feel like my excitement with plants have not gone down a little bit, but kind of like, I don't know, I've not been as into plants as I usually am. Maybe it's the whole winter thing. I don't know, maybe it's because I haven't really been doing much with my plants. Yeah, after seeing some new leaves and new growth, and now like spring is here, I don't know, my excitement is coming back up, and there's a lot of plants that I'm just like loving. So this plant is definitely, I feel like I was in a plant slump, you know, a book slump, but a plant slump. But this plant is definitely getting me out of that slump. So I had to show you that, obviously, because I talk about this plant all the time. Okay, the next plant I am going to show you. I'm just going to turn the camera around because she is so big. There's no way I'm bringing her out here. So let me show you. Okay, so I feel like the camera just does not do it justice. Oh my goodness, look how windy it is outside. Yeah, it doesn't really show how well she's doing. This is my Hoya Crimson Queen. She's just been absolutely doing the best. She's pushing out vines everywhere. The variegation has just been so beautiful. And the leaves, she's been giving me such big leaves. I've been so impressed with this plant. She's actually given me like a whole purely variegated vine up here as well, which is so exciting. I just love these pink leaves when they come in. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And she's even got a new leaf down here, which is just like trailing all behind the window, which is fun. Can't really show you the leaves, but the variegation is just like absolutely beautiful. I'm just showing you some of my favorite leaves because yeah, she's just really impressing me. I just absolutely love this plant. I can't believe how well she's doing in such a small pot as well. And I keep saying this, but I'm gonna have to move her because she just does not fit here anymore. I don't know where to put her. She probably will bloom again for me this year. She's bloomed like 2 or 3 times now for me, and I've had her for a few years now. She is one of my easiest plants and one of my easiest Hoyas. And I could not recommend her enough. She is absolutely beautiful. Also, look at the rainbows. Do you see the rainbows on my vines? How pretty. Okay, that's going to be it for the plants that have really surprised me and are just doing really well. Now let's go to the opposite end of the scale, and I'm going to show you a couple of plants that have kind of disappointed me and haven't done anything or have been doing really bad. I'm not going to talk about these plants too much because I think this is going to be a longer video. So let's just start wrapping this up. So this first one is an Anthurium, which might be a little bit confusing at first. So this is my Anthurium Silver Blush. And she looks great. She is a beautiful plant. I really love this plant. The reason she has just been kind of disappointing for me because the last, I don't know, like 3 months, probably over, she has not been doing anything. Nothing. I potted her up a few months ago and yeah, she's just done nothing for me. No new leaves. She's been rooting fine, which is good. There's actually quite a lot of roots. Oh my goodness, look at that one. So, I'm pleased about that. She's always been such a fast, easy grower, and all of a sudden she's just like slowed down and she hasn't given me any leaves, while all my other plants are just like slowly creeping up and they're getting, I don't know, they're kind of going crazy with the growth. This one has just done nothing. So yeah, she's kind of disappointed me a little bit. I mean, I'm hoping I might get a little. Oh, is that a tiny? There might be a little growth point. I can't really tell though because it's kind of hidden. I'm hoping that she's going to start because we are well into spring, and yeah, I'd love to see this plant get even more mature because this was her last leaf, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I feel like it's underrated. No one ever talks about this plant. It's such a beautiful, beautiful plant. I just love that silver. So yeah, I want her to do well, and hopefully she might start. The second plant is this very, very sad. What is this? Variegated Maranta. This plant was doing so well, so well. I was so excited to get this plant. I've had this plant a couple months, and she was a little wishlist plant for me, and I was so excited to get her. She was doing really well. She had about 4 plants, different plants, and one by one they all died. So she's left with this one leaf, which I'm sure is not going to last long. I've literally tried everything. I've tried watering her more. I've tried watering her less. I've tried moving her around all different locations. Sorry, I'm just like. I've moved her out of the cabinet because she was not doing well in the cabinet, and now she's living in like an east-facing window, I think. And so she's out of the cabinet now, and she's still not doing well. In fact, she's pretty much dead. So there's that one. My Maranta, was so sad. Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I think I'm gonna get another one if this one completely, I don't know. She is very well rooted though, so I don't even know what went wrong. If you have any care tips, because I'd really love another one. So I maybe just need to look into this plant a little more. yeah, this whole thing is rooted really well. So I'm just really sad about this one. I would probably try to get this plant through a trade again, just because this is a really cheap, accessible plant. So yeah, there's that one, and not much else to say. I'm just kind of letting her slowly die because I literally don't know what else to do. And it's literally so much better. The last one, I'm just gonna roll a clip because she's quite big and I don't really want to get her all the way over here. That is my Alocasia Micklitziana. So this is the green form of my Frydek that I showed you earlier. She, again, kind of the similar thing with my silver blush. She's not been doing anything for me in the last, it's honestly probably been like 5 months or so, 5-6 months. I mean, in the winter, alocasias usually slow down, which is fine. Yeah, but this plant has been worrying me because every leaf has just started yellowed and died, and she's not been giving me any new growth to replace that. So she's just been kind of slowly losing all of her different plants, and she's got 2 leaves left, and she's not looking so great. So I have no idea what's going to happen with that plant. I need to maybe have a look at the soil, see if there's any corms I can harvest in case, I don't know, I lose that plant or anything, just to check the roots as well. Yeah, I hope I don't lose that plant because I really love that plant. It's one of my favorite alocasias. I think she's really, really beautiful. I just would love to see mine mature even more, but yes, at the moment she is not doing that. So there's that one, and that is it. That is all the plants I'm going to be showing you today. I really hope that you enjoyed the wrap up for March. I really enjoyed making this one. Like I said, I might do this one every couple months to kind of replace the monthly favorites, because I feel like there's only so many plants I can keep showing, especially because I don't have a ton of plants, so it's a little bit harder. But anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed, and like I said, if you have any tips for these kind of plants, then please let me know. I'd love to hear your advice, or just comment anything you want. Well, not anything, but please give it a like if you did enjoy it, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you in another video soon. Take care. Bye.